much for joining us today. I'm Pastor Ralph Sexton, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for your kindness, your generosity, and most of all, your prayers. Western North Carolina is still suffering. It's unbelievable. The morning newspaper just shared with us that there are over 1,400 living in hotels, and that we've seen thousands of homes damaged or destroyed, and you are helping us love on them. We've been able to distribute canned goods since September, but now people are saying we'd love to have some fresh produce, and with your generosity and kindness, that's what we're working on. Behind me, you can see that they're bagging apples, and they're bagging potatoes, sweet potatoes, carrots, lettuce, and we're putting it all in there with 3 bags of rice that they can cook a meal and have preparations for a wonderful warm meal, maybe even a Christmas or New Year's dinner. And then I'm going to spin around, Andrew. You can see all the trucks, the forklifts here. And we're adding now in citrus. We're adding in some tangerines, tangelos that'll go in. And then on up at the end of the line where you see the trucks unloading, we're going to be giving away 10 pounds of chicken to every family. Marjack down in Gainesville, Georgia, they heard about Western North Carolina, and they donated 10,000 pounds of chicken. And they bagged them in 10-pound bags for us so we can bring 1,000 families through, 1,000 cars, and we can hand them a 10-pound bag of chicken, and then a beautiful box of produce right here, and this is all loaded up and ready to go. We've got lettuce inside here, we've got oranges inside of here, we've got apples, and then we've got sweet potatoes and regular potatoes, carrots, and all of this is down in the bottom of the box so that all this produce will be out fresh. They can bake a sweet potato. They can make a stew with chicken and have rice and chicken and carrots and potatoes and a wonderful meal. And not only that, but when they pull out, we're giving every family a gift card from Ingalls that they can either buy additional food or they can buy some fuel for their automobile. But I want to thank you. I want to just say how much I appreciate all of you working, praying, laboring together. I want to thank all the volunteers from Trinity Baptist Church and from the community that have driven in. Pastor Deal is down here from Winkler's Grove. They're unloading a rice donation. He and Rusty Brown, Pastor Les Fuller just left, and they brought in more supplies, more food, and then he's our contact with Marjack Chicken and all of the wonderful volunteers of Dahlonega, Georgia. It's amazing how many people have worked together. Trent McLaughlin and his church family, they just left, Pastor Cotton, and they brought toys that no one is going to miss Christmas because of you. We're going to have a beautiful and a wonderful Carolina Christmas because of the goodness of the Lord and the generosity of his people. Andrew and Heather are going to show you around a little bit some of the activities, and then I'll be back to talk to you in just a moment.
I asked the fellas to learn a couple of Christmas songs so we could do for you this year, and they have just done a wonderful job. And we're going to do an a cappella song for you this morning. Is that okay? Can we do that for you? Is that okay? All right. Would you give us a B, please? Ready? One.
God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save the world from Satan's power when we had gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy.
From God our Heavenly Father, the blessed angel came,
and unto certain shepherds brought tidings of the same,
how that in Bethlehem was born the Son of God by name. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy.
In Bethlehem,
a
blessed babe was born,
and blessed with
babe and maid, and blessed
Christmas morn, to which his mother Mary did nothing take in scorn. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy.
Well, thank you for staying with us today. A most unusual program. And you know that since the hurricane hit western North Carolina, eastern Tennessee, that it's been the churches that have stepped in. The churches from Virginia, over in western Tennessee, Georgia, South Carolina, Florida. And you know what? This week we've had visitors from Wisconsin, Indiana, Illinois, and they're still bringing food, supplies, blankets, and heaters. And we're so very, very thankful. And if you will stand with us today, that will be a great blessing. We will appreciate it so very much. You can see behind me, even moving the tractors and trailers, getting them here. All the storage trailers that you've seen earlier, as we've shown you the wood pile, the work center, all of that takes diesel fuel and takes drivers that have to have certification. And you're helping us write the overhead. You're helping us pay. Plus the churches that we've invested in, and the families and the businesses that we're trying to keep open. That's all because of you, the people of faith. And I want to thank you, whether you're giving through your church, your Sunday school class, whether your business is writing a check today, or you as a family. You stand with us. If you want to make a check out today, make it out to RSM, Ralph Sexton Ministries, RSM. The mailing address is P.O. Box 6465, Asheville, North Carolina. The zip code is 28816. On the bottom of your screen is the 800 number, and then the local 704-828 number is there as well, and you can call in. At this moment, there are people standing by. If you need to talk to me, you've got an idea on how to help more people, you just tell the secretary. She'll write down your name and number, and I'll return your call personally. Thank you again. If you'll notice, there's also a QR code you can give on your MasterCard and Visa right now. Thank you for standing with us as we continue to see the activities going on. This is rice coming in. We're getting ready to add into the menu for the distribution. Thank you so much. God bless you for your kindness. Thank you for continuing to be with us today. I'm standing on one of the tributaries that goes into the Shenandoah River, Hall Creek, and some of the other areas of Buncombe County. And it's hard to believe this is 90 days, 3 months. We've been hauling material, cleaning, trying to open the roads. And as you can see, this is Highway 70, and that major thoroughfare, the bridge, is still out, unserviceable. And you can see how that the storm actually took the dirt away and took the riverbed. I'm going to zoom in up here on the top. You see the dirt and the grass, it just removed it and just took it right down to the bedrock. And all of that material has gone downstream. It's hard to imagine this was a life-taking, world-changing event that took homes and lives, businesses, and it all 90 days ago, and we're still cleaning up. It's hard to explain to people and let people see and understand. Here is part of the roadway that was up probably 200 yards from where I'm standing, and it's been washed down into this field. And then you see the buildings, and you see the devastation, and they're totally destroyed. And as you look around, you can see that the road's gone. You can see the buildings are hit, and then they're starting to try to fill in the rubble. You see the new rock, and they're putting in, trying to rebuild the sides of the bridge so that they can go on both sides. See over on the other side, and that BP station has been totally destroyed, as you can see. So we're continuing to help, and we're continuing to help families. A lot of folks that we did at Christmas time with the backpacks, and then we gave away over $100,000 on that Saturday. Then the following Saturday, we were able to distribute over $100,000 of chicken, vegetables, gift cards, fuel to 1,000 families. So I just wanted you to know it's not over. We're still helping, we're still working, and we want to thank you for your compassion and your generosity. We'll be talking to you a little later about maybe our next phase is going to be some building material, and some of you volunteering to come up with work crews to Western North Carolina to help us. May God bless you. You see the 800 number on your screen. I encourage you to call, give today, help us, or write to us. The address is there, RSM P.O. Box 6465, Asheville, North Carolina. The zip code is 28816. God bless you as you help today. Thank you for staying with us today as we continue to report to you from Western North Carolina. I'm in Buncombe County. I'm right beside Highway 70, a major thoroughfare that runs parallel in a lot of places to Interstate 40. Both have been heavily damaged, and I'm just showing you some of the buildings. Look at this. This is 90 days. We're 3 months after the storm. And their cleanup recovery, you see the air conditioning units, you see the service equipment. This piece of equipment is from across the road where it was washed back in, and you can see all of these different pieces of equipment. What's fascinating is to see the road that was maybe 200 yards from where we're standing, and the road is completely washed out and brought around to the other side. And so here's what you're up against. If you go to clean a building out, if you go to muck the building out and say, I'm going to restore my business, well, look what you're up against. Look at what's inside your building. And it's hard to imagine how you're going to start, what you're going to be able to do, and the damage that can be done by just the force of water. And so you're living something that I've never seen in my lifetime, and we're witnessing it together. So I appreciate all of you that have given and have helped, and trying to see just the level of devastation, because the whole buildings are destroyed. The rubble came in with the flood, and trees and stumps and debris coming right in. But thank you for helping us. Thank you for being a part. And you can see the heavy equipment. Here we are 3 months later, and they're still pulling out trees and equipment and material. So thank you again for your compassion. Thank you for helping us, your concern, and we sure do love and appreciate you. And churches, you have just been remarkable. Our families are still in shelters, RVs, some in tents, and the cold weather's here, and you're helping us keep them warm and feed them, and I thank you for that. God bless you for all that you're doing as we continue to help. I wanted you to see that we're 90 days after the storm. Here's a major thoroughfare in Buncombe County, Highway 70. If you'll notice the side of the road, even this far away from the Swananoa River, we had massive water and dirt, sediment washed out of the river and in. You see the fencing here? You can see how the water was even over these buildings on the side of the road. I'm going to zoom in and look down here. You see the hotel? The motel was underwater. Look at the cars, they were completely covered. And so we're at this point that months away, and I say that because it's not like we haven't worked. They've been working 24 hours a day. A lot of places, the crews have been rotating so they could help and salvage all that they could, and then try to help people. And what is, it's just so massive, it's catastrophic. You can't put it into words. And I thank you for helping our families and our communities. Your kindness is a blessing. Here's the major road, Highway 70, and you can see that the bridge is out and the road's cut in two, and we're still having people that need your love, your help, trying to keep them warm. It's cold. It snowed just the day before yesterday, and a lot of people, they have no electricity still because their systems have been destroyed, or they're living in an RV, a camper, or a tent even. So thank you for all that you've done. Thank you for helping as we continue to represent you and to show the love of Christ to those that have lost everything.
How many of y'all remember the Statler Brothers? Anybody remember the Statler Brothers? We're going to do an old song that was written by Don, and I think I love this song.
There are people who are whispering, and the rumors are running wild. There's a woman who's not married, but she's gonna have a child. Her name is Mary, and she
She's a virgin from down in Nazareth. Now listen close.
She's gonna marry a man named Joseph, but the baby's father is the Holy Ghost. And who do you think could believe such a thing? Could believe that this story is true? Who do you think could believe such a thing? Well, here's hoping to heaven you do. Now they're saying she had the baby in a barn in Bethlehem, and the star moved round the heavens till it stopped right over them. And then some shepherds said an angel came and told them about the birth. Well, they always knew men went to heaven, but now God had come to earth. And who do you think could believe such a thing? Could believe that this story is true? Who do you think could believe such a thing? Well, here's hoping to heaven you do. And who do you think could believe such a thing? Could believe that this story is true? Who do you think could believe such a thing? Well, here's hoping to heaven you do. Well, here's hoping to heaven you do.
Thank you for staying with us today. It's a very, very important program. And as you can see, the work's continuing throughout the day. We've been working over 2.5 weeks in preparation just for the food day. Let me just remind you, with all that you did, we were able to provide Christmas for 1,160 children just last week. And this week, we're providing over 700 children who are connected with the volunteer fire departments, first responders, because of your giving, your generosity. I hope you'll continue to help us. Now for the Christmas week, we're trying to make sure that everybody has some fresh produce. And in all these boxes, you can see in here where Andrew and I are, that we've got some beautiful tangelos, we've got carrots, sweet potatoes, bags of apples, and a head of lettuce, and we're making sure they've got enough to have a fresh meal. And then you see the guys down there at the end with the big pallet. Well, that's rice. And each one of those bags makes a rice casserole. That's right. All the additives are already in there. It has the seasoning, and all you do is boil the pouch, and it has a rice casserole for 6 people. And so we're putting 4 of those meals in each box as well. So you're helping us. And then obviously when they come through the serving line, all the way at the end, we'll have a refrigerated truck. It's at 0 degrees. The chicken was flash frozen only 48 hours ago. Fresh, wonderful chicken from down at Marjack in Gainesville, Georgia. They put it in 10-pound bags for us, and every car we give them a bag of chicken to go along with a bag of the produce. And then as they're leaving, we're giving them a $50 gift card from Ingles that they can buy a gasoline or additional food. Because of your giving, because of your generosity, we want to be able to make it a very, very special day. So I thank you. You can give to us now. You can call the 800 number on your screen. You can scan the QR code, or you can write us a letter. We love getting your letters and to find out it's a Sunday school class, it's a business, and how you work together. So thank you for that. Let me give you the address. Make your check out to RSM, P.O. Box 6465, Asheville, North Carolina, zip code 28816. Down on the memo line on that check, put Carolina Christmas, and I'll appreciate it so very much. We're standing by. We're waiting for your call. Heather and Andrew are going to be showing you more pictures and letting you see what God is doing through your generosity. May God bless you, and from my house to your house, Merry Christmas.